to it on the way because you heard the kind of zap of the electrics, as I believe it may have been ADS's upstairs that potentially got cleared out. Keenan's still hovering off on the downstairs, and you were right about the pressure because now it's starting to amp up. It's crying onto Sleben to get things started out. Leon swinging in for a second just a few seconds later, and inside two seconds? No, inside 60 seconds, two are dead.
4 versus 3, 4 versus 2 as ACEEZ has managed to find himself a nice nade kill onto Kendrew there. Rogue taking a commanding stance to this opening round. And it's something that we did see against G2. If you remember, in their first attack, it was actually a bit of a rush onto the hooker and billiards side. It's been a little bit calmer this time, but nonetheless, they are still getting the kills. Out goes Packbull, cannot find himself a second, gets sat down by ACEEZ, and it's going to probably all be for nothing. Is that explosive jump out as Gomfi now finds himself 1 versus 3, using one of those corner salvation stations to get himself juiced back up and into the fight. Looks to take the challenge onto the double window there, but is not going to be able to find his man, who just dips, ducks, dives, and keeps himself out of sight.
Nothing really to worry about here, I think, on the side of Rogue, knowing you've got so much time to play with. You can choose to get back on your drones and take your time here, but they're taking gunfights. Gomfi does collect the triple in the round, but shut down on a great trade coming from the window from the service entrance side. So really, as the attackers, you want this clear. Lobby empty, security clear, and they've just achieved that with Crying having yet another opener, this time onto the triple kill master himself, Gomfi, in the previous round.
Great start for Rogue, but levelled out as Sleben manages to find Rips. Leon, however, just absolutely chugging away with that thinker weaponry and managing to find himself a kill. Prano gets inside his sight, getting that diffuser down, and kills are just dropping one after another here. Des Kendrew taken out by Leon, and all of a sudden Keenan in a 1 versus 4 finds one, but completely impactless. It will be nothing more than a consolation for Team Secret as Rogue come through looking as solid as they did in round 1. So that's going to be some of those nano boosts gone along with him, and it leaves us in a 4 versus 4 just after the halfway mark. But importantly, Rogue are in control of VIP. And what a headshot from ACEEZ onto Packbull, absolutely deleting him out of this round, and he's just walking through him, Des, like a hot knife through butter.
Tell you what, the man's got one hell of a swing on him. Maybe he should become a golf pro after he's finished with ACEEZ. 3 in the round that he's just kind of stepped around a corner, gone for the spray, and won the gunfights. It's ludicrous. So much so that the plant has gone down once again. Crying has been down onto the ground, but not yet taken out. The 1 versus 2 with Rips on incredibly low HP. Sleben's got to do it all, but Prano, this is the problem when you got a fragger playing in your supportive and IGL position.
Onto hooker and Village, just gets himself a nice long line of sight there, through onto a man, makes the challenge but can't find one. Kendrew's going to get spotted out in 90 corridor, needs to be careful, but it's Gomfi who should have been careful as ACEEZ finds him. Leon straight onto Keenan, Crying onto Kendrew. Team Secret, Des, they allow them that shot onto Packbull, but he's going to move away before that opportunity presents itself. Sleben locked inside of Aquarium now, challenges onto what he believes to be the Iana, but it will only be the clone coming in, the Gemini drone. Now Leon, ACEEZ, flawless, no more needs to be said. The top corners of the wall, the very reaches there, it doesn't quite extend that far, whereas it used to be a cylinder all the way up the wall. So the Hibana able to take advantage of that. The nades follow in, clear it out, and they've got the breach onto the default wall now. In comes the nade, and good night! ACEEZ shuts down Packbull behind the bar. He's not going to be serving up any cocktails for the remainder of this round. 5 versus 4, Prano's in. He's getting the diffuser down, Des. Secret aren't even competitive right now. That's another one where Rogue have been able to just get established inside a site and get that diffuser activated.
Well, we're killing one person as well. It's all it took, and they had full control of the site from there. Keenan getting pulled back up off the ground to make it a 4v3. But they've got to get all these kills and get the diffuse down in about 20 seconds, Ace. I'm not feeling too optimistic about it. Prano finds one, Sleben another across onto his former teammate, but it's the final 2 flying through for Rogue. And when I say flying, I truly mean soaring towards the sky. They've got 5 rounds on the back.
Especially over this side of the map, but there's Blue Bar, Sunrise. Rogue have been able to pick this apart so far. Now then, getting aggressive, Crying does exactly that. Finds the kill onto the man in office, and that's going to start to squeeze Blue Bar. It's going to start to squeeze Sunrise and apply pressure to that side of the map. ACEEZ, Leon getting their kills. Keenan, Gomfi managed to find 2 back. 3 versus 2, and we're barely halfway through the round, Des. This has gone at breakneck speed the entire game so far.
That's been the story of it, it feels like. However, Secret have found those 3 kills, make it 4. Keenan coming up big with a 3k in the round. Means that Crying, 7-2 on the Twitch, has got to land them all, but it's a 4k for Keenan. It happens from time to time. A big round coming out for him.
Lost for me, Des.
I mean, they started out strong with those nades from below, doing a bit of work, but since then they have stalled out for the last like 60 seconds or so. I say that Sleben starting off, or carrying on where he left off with another kill coming into the round. That's his second. Now Patbull's the one trying to push his way up onto 90. Needs to be careful not to get swung on here, but Leon finding one back. It's Keenan falling down, the 4K master from the previous round. Sat in the back has the mirror. You can see all these rogue members moving down towards the south side of the map. No one wanted to get naded out here. So surely that's when they think about a rappel could be an option to get inside, but it's crying off towards Aqua, finding another on towards Patbull. Sleben onto the 3K in the round. Is that what's going to come down to, Ace? Or are we going to need superheroes in this game? Can they find any more as we enter that final 5 seconds? ACEEZ is down, crying, still standing, but no, it's Sleben with a 4K in the round as well. 2 big rounds coming out for Secret. But you got to look at that round and say, part of that was down to Rogue. Well, they may fancy himself a couple of gunfights here, Ace. He might feel a bit cheeky and up to it against the side of Secret, pushing him from pool entrance.
ACEEZ manages to find himself another on the round. It's going to be a nitro on to Patbull, and ACEEZ is starting to run rampant inside of this one. Gompy manages to shut Leon down with a headshot, leaving us now 4 versus 3, 4 versus 1 though, as ACEEZ goes for a long run out, finds Keenan and Gompy, and leaves us now with it all to do for Kendrew.
No.
Manages to get his man who's being pinged out because he's still...
But he's got to kill 3. He's got 60 seconds in which to do it, and the diffuser still in hand, of course, let's not forget. All with about 10 HP to his name. Finds one. Reminiscent maybe of the Nello clutch coming out here, and we saw it at the Token Army Major. Not to all PL finals even, not quite to be the case though, does get shut down from inside a blue bar. So far not looking too bothered by it though, mind you. A lot of them have just pulled back, and oh my god, you've got the Iana still locking down inside of Fitch, and they're pushing into it. What is this? Yeah, you're coming in for the swing. There's 2. One from the white stairs from Prano, one coming in from 90. It's been an absolute shutout. Sleben finding 2 in the round, but unfortunately... Those 2 are still in the back pocket. Sleben pulls one out now to toss it in, so they can make a little bit of space with them. And he comes on the push forward, I think trying to remove away one of the bulletproofs that maybe was stacked upon the wall. Kendrew does find one. Not bad, but they've got to find the next. Looks at the one inside of blue as it bounces around the corner. What a shot coming out of Sleben. A 3K in the round. Prano left entirely alone. Pokeballs are coming out. Don't think that'll quite kill the man, but does put him low. You'll have Sleben playing on the door, coming up nice and close. Loses the one out there, but the plan's going to hit 0, or the time will hit 0, sorry. It goes down. Kenny can't win that fight. Rogue have secured the bag. They secure their spot in EUL for next year. A triple kill from Prano in the round. A dominant performance coming out of Rogue.